Hey y'all, it's Talk Safety to Me, Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monet Glenn. This is going to be day 25 of Safety Talk. So as you guys can see, it seems like the camera is lower, right? And I'm talking above you, which is going to tie into the safety message today, amen, and about how it's a blessing to meet people where they are, amen, and talk with everybody with dignity. So today, it's a blessing, amen. Every encounter I had, just hearing people interact with other people, not just with me, but with other people, seeing each other from the same length or from the same height, and not talking down to one another or talking down to the next person who needed some type of assistance. So as we know, the world is chaotic. The world is filled with evil and wickedness, okay? I know several days ago I talked to you guys about, talking, being respectful, and then I had a young lady walking past and I asked her for an input about customer service and different things of that nature, and she mentioned the importance of treating people with dignity. Amen. And again, everybody needs help in some capacity. Okay, go back to when COVID started. COVID hit everyone. Everyone was impacted by the pandemic, okay? Many stores were shut down. Everybody was on a curfew. A lot of employers were shut down. People had to learn to work from home. Schools were shut down. Kids were, guess what, doing homeschooling. So when I say everybody needs help, nobody's exempt. I don't care how much money you get in the bank. I don't care about your title. I don't care if you inherited the family's business. Everyone needs help in some capacity. Once, twice, 3 times in life, okay? And remember, someone gave you opportunity. Are you doing your part to make sure you provide someone with a fair chance and you provide them with the opportunity, whether or not they got the same years of experience as you do, whether or not they look like you, maybe a different race, whatever it looks like? Are you truly doing your part, especially if you're in leadership and you have the opportunity to help someone? Are you giving someone a fair chance? Because remember, somebody gave you a chance. Amen. So it's going to be short and sweet today. Your girl going to be 38 years old tomorrow. Look, I'm just enjoying this. Like the past few days, the last few hours of being 37 years old, it's just been a blessing, you guys. Like I feel tears about to come up because it's so much. And I'm not even focused on the negative. I'm just seeing how far God has brought me. Okay. And not only that, many of you may not notice, or I probably need to remind you, if you do recall me mentioning the passing of my father, he died when he was at the age of, if I'm not mistaken, 24 years old. If I'm not mistaken, he either 24 or 25. So just bypassing his age, okay? And then just seeing my testimony, because I'm a blessing, okay? I'm a blessing. I know my parents were young when they had me. My father was 24. My mom was 23 when they had me. But just even knowing that's not my testimony. No, look here. This is not me coming down on those of you having children at a young age. I'm not saying that. But just knowing that I literally beat statistics in so many ways, because think of it, what the society says about a woman without her father. Daddy issues, going to be on welfare, drug addict, just men abusing, all these different things. I'm like, look here, I'm big on self-defense. I'm like, sir, keep your hands to yourself. And ladies, if you out there abusing, keep your hands to yourself too. Because, I'm against domestic violence of all kinds. I'm against abuse of any kind, actually. So it's just a blessing just to live not only another year, to be able to talk to you guys right now with this video, this safety talk, but just how God has kept me safe throughout the years, you guys. Because, again, we all have a choice. God gives us all free will. You can either choose to try to break the generational curses, or you can continue to live like mommy and daddy and your great-grandparents and do what they did. I chose to break the generational curse. I chose to go a different path. I chose the path of God, the path of righteousness. And that made me enemy of the family, okay? Enemy of the state, enemy of the country, the black sheep, whatever you want to call it. But look, I'm still alive. I have my dignity. I'm operating in integrity. I don't care about what it is people have been saying about me throughout the years. God is the vindicator, and now he's using people to help vindicate my name. Amen? Because if it was me, like throughout the years, if I was just going around trying to prove who I am to people and all that, I would not be talking to you right now. I would probably be in a mental facility. Nothing wrong. Look here, no shade. This is nothing against those in the mental facility. Get the help that you need. I pray you get in the help that you need and getting yourself together, because, again, you don't realize that's a blessing in disguise. I'm just saying, somebody need to hear that, because you're probably about to go, whatever, shelter, get yourself together. Do what's best for you. Self-care is so vital, because we live in a world that if you allow them to, they would put you in an early grave if you let them. Self-care is so vital. No is a full sentence. Yeah. The word no is a full sentence. You do not have to provide an extra explanation after that. If someone's like, why the answer is no? You don't have to answer that. A lot of you still deal with people pleasing. Amen. Stop it. Stop it. If you want to give me a birthday gift, that could be a birthday gift right there. Start today. Start today. No is a full answer. A full sentence. If you truly want to give me a birthday gift, whether you're a foe or a friend, stop being so freaking evil. Right now, under the sound of my voice, you can make the decision, be like, you know what? I'm just going to stop. Especially if you're trying to come against me, because God is going to continue to move me forward. Okay? Your spells, your tactics is just not going to work. So, again, this is me letting you know that's a gift from you to me. Get yourself together. Stop the evil and wickedness. Stop the foolishness, because you're looking real foolish out here. And get yourself together. Because many of you got kids, and your kids depend on it. And remember, karma doesn't discriminate. Yeah, so the evil you do towards me and others, and the evil you've been doing throughout the years, guess what? It's impacting your kids. They're also going through some issues because of you. They're going through some things in life because of you. Just like some things that I had to battle, okay? Many of us, as an adult, we're fighting battles that was never intended for us. But because mommy and daddy or somebody in our family did not break the generational curse, guess what? It was passed on to us. And I say, look here, Satan's sitting back like, oh, this is going to be another one in the family I get. This is going to be another one in this family that I'm going to take down. The devil is a liar. I am proof, sitting proof, standing proof. I am proof. Coming to you on June 12, 2026, letting you know, a day before my 38th birthday, letting you know the devil is a liar, will continue to be a liar, especially when it comes down to my life. Amen. And this just shows you it can be done. Breaking away from a family that thinks they can control you and hold tight onto you. It's okay to start over. Many of you need to go into a shelter. Hey, I'm not saying that once you walk away from your family, you're going to have, some of you may be able to walk into your own house or apartment, but some of you can find a shelter somewhere. Amen. But at least that will help you get yourself on your feet. Amen. And not only that, if you get into a shelter, this is a way to hold them accountable, because they're not supposed to disclose unless there's some legal issues and all that. But at the end of the day, guess what? It's just like HIPAA law. You do have rights when it comes down to privacy. Meaning if you go into a domestic violence shelter or a shelter, if you go into a rehab facility and all that, people don't got to know where you at. Unless you got a therapist, unless you're on probation, you got parole office and all that. Again, a lot of y'all need to consider these places I'm mentioning, because you're in a toxic environment. These people are trying to kill you, okay? The people you're around, they don't want to see you do better. It's beneficial to see you down and out. Y'all know I'm not lying. Amen. Amen. So, again, that's going to be Talk Safety to Me, Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monet Glenn, day 25. Amen. The last day of being 37 years old. So when I talk to you tomorrow, guess what? I'll be 38. I'll make that one special. But again, I just wanted to come to you guys about that, like making sure we talk with people, talk to individuals, see them for where they at, meet them like Jesus did. Jesus met people where they were. You know, the Pharisees and Sadducees try to lie on Jesus Christ, but at the end of the day, he talked to people with dignity. He was like, look here, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, he didn't have a home. So technically, especially in 2026, Jesus was considered homeless. Somebody need to hear that. Y'all have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Some of you have scorching weather. It may be in the 100s, 90s. Stay hydrated. Do what you can. Do what you can to stay cool. Find places. If you go into establishments, okay, that's allowing you to sit in there, be respectful. Stop messing it up for the next person, okay? If you're using the restroom, clean up after yourself. I feel like a mother got to talk to their kids. Clean up after yourself. If you're going into a library, use your inside voice, okay? Try to keep your belongings in your area. Don't have it all scattered out, and then people are like, okay, excuse me, and then you're making a whole mess, and then you're making it hard for the next person, okay? All I'm saying is be respectful of people's space and establishments, whether they own it or not. Just be respectful, because if you want to be blessed, God does look at you on how you treat other people's stuff. He looks at how you treat other people's stuff, the rules you follow and the rules you decide not to follow. Somebody need to hear that. But until tomorrow, you guys, take care. I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ.